first and 10. It's Roethlisberger. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Brings up second and a yard at the 46-yard line.
On second and 1, Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, 27 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And he's going to be trapped inside his own 5. A very curious decision to bring that one out.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
2nd and 6.
At the 7-yard line.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
It's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st down, McFarland. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland, 39 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell for the extra point. And he misses missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14, Steelers 13.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
On the tackle.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
At the 36-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So now the Steeler offense coming onto the field. They'll try to add 2 more.
49, guys. Mike, 49. They gonna need some therapy after this. Check Nichols, got to spin. 49 to Mike. Let's go one more.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Bills 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And now look at him go.
We live for this.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. McFarland, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 7 at the Bills' 22-yard line.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he stopped immediately there.
Snell, the ball
officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. McFarland running out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
36-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Steelers.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
56.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league, and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Pittsburgh.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Brings up second.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ben to throw again. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Levi Wallace with a pick. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure in today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Marked down back at his own 4-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Andre Roberts on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And 8 yards pickup.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows him sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bills 35, Steelers 19. To kick off for Buffalo.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Steelers.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Samuels. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
He's not going to get me. Watch safe the three. Watch safe the three, man. Easy, easy. 77.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a one-score deficit.
27. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Roberts on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It's a foot race. He's at the 30.
Have some of
10.
this. Have some of this.
All the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo.
42.
It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Steven Nelson on
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Let's go, defenses. Get off the field.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And his throw here is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Bills on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And this one will be brought back to the 22. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right? Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8. Are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Allen. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got him. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Bills on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.